back. Close your eyes and take a couple of deep breaths. Breathing in, breathing out through the nose. And just count in your mind 5 breaths. And then we'll do the 3-part breath. So we're going to breathe in, send the breath down to the lower belly, expand the rib cage, and then the upper chest. And then breathe out from your chest, your rib cage, and your belly. And again, breathe in and out. One more time, breathe in and out. And then we'll do Kapalabhati breathing. So in Kapalabhati breathing, you're going to pull your stomach in sharply, pushing the diaphragm up and expelling the air. So it's like this. And you can do it through your mouth if you're new to Kapalabhati. If you've been doing it for a while, you can breathe through the nose. That's actually how it's normally done. But in the beginning, we do through the mouth to learn it. And those exhales are going to be repeated. You're going to do a short inhale between the exhales, like this. So short inhale and that very forceful exhale. We'll start with a set of 10 breaths. So just take a breath in. Breathe normally for a few seconds. Next set, we'll do 20 breaths. Breathe in. Breathe normally for a few seconds. And a set of 30. So breathe in. Breathe normally for a few seconds. Another set of 30. Breathe in. Take a few normal breaths. So if you become lightheaded or dizzy with this or any exercise that we do, just take a break or slow it down. The next will be a set of 40. Breathe in. Now we'll practice the Ujjayi breathing. So with Ujjayi breathing, you want to constrict your throat with your breath. So it's that feeling as if you were going, trying to fog up a mirror or a piece of glass. When you do that, you constrict your throat internally. Try it and see. So we want to keep that constricted in the throat, and we'll breathe through the nose at the same time. So you should hear a slight snoring sound or a sound like the ocean. So we're going to do some sun salutes. And while we do them, try to keep breathing that way. If you forget, it's okay. It just helps the breath to be distributed out throughout the breath itself, that we're getting an even amount of air in and out. And we're going to get ready for sun salute. So go ahead and just step to the front of your mat. Stand up tall. Bring your hands together. Just take a couple of breaths with that Ujjayi breathing if you can. So try to maintain that throughout the sun salute. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward. Right foot back, inhale. Left foot back, hold your breath. Exhale, lower your knees, chest, and chin. Inhale, Cobra. Exhale, back, downward dog. Lift your right foot, step forward, inhale. Left foot forward, exhale. Inhale, stand up and back. Exhale, arms down. Inhale. Exhale, bring your hands together. Inhale, reach out and back. Exhale, forward, hands down. Left foot back. Inhale, lift your head. Right foot back, hold the plank. Exhale, lower your knees, chest, and chin. Inhale, Cobra. Exhale, back, downward dog. Lift your left foot, step forward, inhale. Right foot forward, exhale. Inhale, reach out and back. Exhale, arms down. Inhale, exhale, bring your hands together. Inhale, reach up and back. Exhale, forward. Right foot back, inhale. Left foot back, hold. Exhale, lower your knees, chest, and chin. Inhale, Cobra. Exhale, back, downward dog. Right foot forward, inhale. Left foot forward, exhale. Inhale, up and back. Exhale, arms down. Inhale. Exhale, bring your hands together. Inhale, reach up and back. Exhale, forward, hands down. Left foot back. Inhale, lift your head. Right foot back, hold the plank. Exhale, lower your knees, chest, and chin. Inhale, Cobra. Exhale, back, downward dog. Step your left foot forward, inhale. Right foot forward, exhale. Inhale, stand up and back. Exhale, arms down. Inhale, exhale, bring your hands together. Inhale, reach up and back. Exhale, forward. Right foot back. Inhale, lift your head. Left foot back, hold the plank. Exhale, lower your knees, chest, and chin. Inhale, Cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Right foot forward, inhale. Left foot forward, exhale. Inhale, reach up and back. Exhale, arms down. Inhale, exhale, bring your hands together. Inhale, reach up and back. Exhale, forward. Left foot back, inhale. Right foot back, hold. Exhale, lower the knees, chest, and chin. Inhale, Cobra. Exhale, back, downward dog. Left foot forward, inhale. Right foot forward, exhale. Inhale, up and back. Exhale, arms down. Come to chair pose. Bring your arms alongside your ears, bend your knees. Hold there. Come down, touch your toes, straighten your legs. Inhale, lift halfway, hands on the thighs. Exhale, hands down, jump or walk back to plank. Hold. Bend your elbows, lower halfway down. And then all the way down. Inhale into Cobra. Exhale back, downward dog. Lift your right leg. Step your right foot forward between your hands. Spin the left heel down. Rise up to warrior one. Pull that left hip forward. And then warrior two, arms out. And cartwheel the hands down to opposite sides of the foot. Step back into your downward dog. Lift your left leg. Left foot forward. Right heel down. Rise up to warrior one. Bring that right hip forward. And warrior two, arms out. And cartwheel the hands down. Step back to downward dog. Look forward between your hands. Bend your knees. Jump or walk forward. Lift halfway. All the way down. Touch your toes. Inhale up and back. Exhale, arms down. Let's repeat that. Hands together at your heart. Inhale, reach up, bend back. Exhale down, touch your toes. Inhale, halfway lift. Hands down, jump or walk back to plank. Hold the plank. Lower halfway. All the way down. Inhale, Cobra. Exhale, back, downward dog. Lift your right leg. Step forward between your hands. Spin the left heel down. Come up to warrior one. Arms up, left hip forward. And warrior two, arms out. And cartwheel the hands down. Step back into downward dog. Raise the left leg. Step forward, right heel down. Rise up, warrior one. And warrior two, arms out. And cartwheel the hands down. Step back into downward dog. Take your right leg up. Stack your right hip over your left. Bend your right knee. Circle the right knee 3 times. And circle it 3 times the other way. And lift that right leg and step it forward. Spin the left heel down again. Rise up. Warrior one. Left hip forward. Hold there. Warrior two. Arms out. And we're going to bend the right arm. Take your right forearm to your right thigh. Reach your left arm up. And then left arm alongside your ear. Reach out. Press the outer edge of the left foot down. Come back to warrior two. Left hand to the left side, right arm up. Back to warrior two. Cartwheel the hands down. And step back into downward dog. Take your hips up. Lift the left leg, step the left hip over the right, bend your left knee. Circle 3 times. And the other way, 3 times. And step the left foot forward, right heel down. Warrior one. Hold there. Bring that right hip forward. Warrior two, arms out. Hold there. Bend the left arm, take your left forearm to your thigh, right arm up, and then alongside your ear. And reverse warrior. Keep the legs in the same position. Right hand to the right thigh, left arm. Back to warrior two. Cartwheel the hands down. Step back into downward dog. Bend your knees, look forward between your hands. Jump or walk forward. Lift halfway. All the way down, touch your toes. Inhale, up and back. Exhale, down again, touch the toes. Inhale, up and back. Bend your knees, chair pose. Hold there. Exhale, down, touch your toes. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, hands down, jump back to plank. Hold. And we're gonna go to side plank. So rolling to your right side, you can keep that right leg up, or if you need a little support, drop your right knee to the floor. Bring your left arm up, hold. Lift the left leg. And take it down, back to plank, and to the other side. So if you need support, you can drop your left knee, right arm up, and lift the right leg. And bring it down. Drop your knees, come back into child's pose. Just rest for a moment. Come back to hands and knees. Turn your toes under, take your hips out. Raise and lower the heels, stretch the backs of your legs. And both heels down towards the floor. Press your chest towards your knees. You can bend your knees also. Hold that downward dog. Press into the front of your hand. Look forward between your hands. Jump or walk forward. Lift halfway. All the way down. Touch your toes. Come up and back. Take your hands behind you. Interlace your fingers. Roll your shoulders back. Lift your chest. Take a couple of deep breaths. And bend forward. Arms down. And we're going to come down to hands and knees. Getting ready for working on headstand. So we're not going to come to the full headstand. We're just going to do a prep for it. So you're going to come down on your forearm. Take your hands around your arms, and that helps you measure the distance. So you want to keep your elbows, the elbows are lined up under the shoulders. Bring your hands and arms forward. Interlace your fingers. And the side of the arm and the pinky side of the hand is on the floor. So we're going to put the head behind the hand. So your hands are holding the back of your head and the very top of your head is on the floor. And then from there, we're going to come into like a downward dog position with the legs. So lift your knees, walk. This time we walk the feet forward. So it's not quite downward dog. We're taking the feet towards the head. So you're in like almost a headstand, right? Half the body's in a headstand. And now we're going to lift the head, bring your chin toward the mat in front of you, and then take it back behind the hands. We'll do that a few times. One more. Lift the chin, take it to the mat, and bring it behind the hands. And lower your knees, come into child's pose, and just rest there. All right, let's get ready for shoulder stand. So for shoulder stand, it's best to use a blanket, or if you have a shoulder stand pad that's a little thicker, or a couple of blankets under the upper back. So this just helps protect the neck. So you're gonna put your blanket down and then lie down. So your upper back is on the blanket and your head is on the floor. So you wanna have the head just a little lower than the back, and that helps the neck not have any pressure on it. Your legs are out straight. And I'm a little too close to the wall, so I'm gonna scoot back. All right, so the legs are out straight. And when we come in and out of shoulder stand, we wanna do this with control, not just popping up and down. So you're gonna lift your legs, lift your hips, take your hips up over your shoulders, and put your hands on your back. I want to try to have the body straight and the hands towards the center. And hold there. Bring your feet towards the floor behind you. Hands to the mat. And we're going to come into the plow. So you turn your toes under. If your feet come all the way to the floor. If they don't come all the way to the floor, just keep your your legs floating in the air. And if your feet don't come all the way to the floor, you can keep your hands on your back. Otherwise, if your feet do come to the floor, bring your hands together in front of your back, palms together and pinky fingers down. And hold there. All right, we're gonna come out of this pose in a minute. And we're gonna come back to the shoulder stand. So if you took your hands off your back, go ahead and put your hands on your back again. Take your legs up straight. Hold there. We're gonna hold the shoulder stand a little bit more. We're gonna practice going in and out of the shoulder stand. So bring your feet a little bit towards the floor behind you. Take your hands to the mat and gently roll down. You wanna feel each vertebrae as it touches. Lower the spine, lower the legs. And then we'll come back up. Raise your legs, raise your hips, come all the way up. And again, take the feet towards the floor behind you. Gently roll out. And up. And roll out. One more time. We're going to come up. That was a little faster. And roll down. Try to control that movement, especially when the hips drop. I'm going to watch that part. And if there's any tension in your lower back, bend your knees and hug your legs in and just take a couple breaths. Rock your hips side to side. And come back to center. We'll get ready for fish pose. So you can take your blanket out that was under your back. Lean back on your elbows. Lift your chest, let your head drop back. Take the top of the head to the mat. Keep the chest lifted and hold there. Breathe deep. Keep lifting your chest. Press into your elbows. Raise your head and lower down. And just rest on your back. I'm going to get ready for leg lifts. So put your hands by your sides, palms down, and we're just going to lift the right leg and lower it down 3 times. Lift and lower. And the left side 3 times. Lift and lower. And now raise your right leg. Hold the back of your leg with your hands. Straighten that leg. Flex your foot and then point your toe. Flex and point, and one more time. Flex and point. And now circle the ankle 3 times. And go the other way 3 times. And flex the foot. Lift your head, bring your head to your knee. Hold. Lower your head, lower your leg. Lift your left leg. Hold it as close as you can to your ankle. Straighten that leg. Point and flex. And point and flex. And point and flex. And circle the ankle 3 times. And the other way 3 times. And keep the foot flexed. Lift your head, bring your head towards your knee. Take a breath. Head down. Leg down. Right leg, lift, hold it. Head to your knee. Take a breath. Head down. Leg down. Left leg up. Hold it. Flex your foot. Head to your knee, take a breath. Head down, leg down, right leg up, hold it. Head to your knee, take a breath. Head down, leg down, left leg up, hold it. Head to your knee, take a breath. Head down, leg down. Now we're going to raise both legs together. If that causes strain in your lower back, you can put your hands under your back or sit on your hands. You can also bend your knees or switch to just doing single leg raises. We don't want to strain the back or the abdomen at all. So make sure that you, if the two legs together is too much, just give yourself a little break so that you don't hurt yourself. All right, so we're going to raise the legs. Inhale. Exhale, lower them down. And just relax. Take a couple of deep breaths. Okay, we're going to do another set. Both legs together. Inhale as you raise them up. Exhale as you lower them down. And relax. Bend both knees and hug your thighs in against your abdomen. And just hold there. And still hugging the thighs, we're going to roll up to sitting and then roll back down. And do that 3 times. And then coming up to a seated position, you're going to sit up with your legs out straight. And if you've got tight legs, if you're a little tight in your hamstrings and calves, you can sit up on a folded blanket, or you could put a folded blanket or towel under your knees. You still want to have feel some stretching there, but if it's just very, very intense, you can use props that way. I'm just going to sit up on the edge of a blanket here. All right, so I'm going to sit up with the feet flexed and the backs of the legs pressing down into the mat. And just take a couple deep breaths. We want to try to have the leg straight, the spine extended. That space between the rib cage and the pelvis, we want to keep it long. Inhale, sit up. Exhale, bend forward, bringing your abdomen towards your thighs. We want to keep the spine extended. You can put your hands on the backs of your legs and just pull a little. And sit up. And we're going to take the hands behind. So if you're using a blanket, you might want to put them under the blanket, but we're going to take the hands behind so that the wrists are under the shoulders and your fingers are pointing forward towards your feet. And then we're going to lean back, lift the hips, and head back. Lower down. I think that'll work better without socks. I'm just going to take them on. All right, let's try it again. So hands underneath the shoulders, lean back, raise your hips, head back. Lower down. Take a few breaths. We're going to do that one more time. This is such a great exercise for strengthening your abdominal muscles, your hip flexors. So taking the hands again under the shoulders, raise your hips up, head back. And sit down. All right, so sitting up straight again with the legs out. We're gonna bend the left knee and put your left foot against your right thigh. Turn to face your right leg, arms out. Hold there. And then bend forward, reaching out over the right leg. On your inhale, lift your head, lengthen your spine. Hold on your exhale, bringing your abdomen toward your leg. And sit up. And we're going to switch the legs around. So bending your right leg, right foot against the left thigh. I'm going to take the arms up, hold there. Take your hands to the back of your leg. Inhale, sit up. Exhale, bend forward. And come all the way up. Sit with the feet, soles of the feet together. Inhale, sit up. Exhale, bend forward from your waist. Rock your knees up and down. And let the legs be still. And again, bend forward. Try to think about lengthening your leg from the groin out to the knee. And sit up. And we're going to come and lie down on the front of the body with your hands underneath your forehead. Just rest there for a few breaths. And then take your hands underneath your shoulders, wrists under the shoulders, and raise your hands an inch or two off the floor, and then raise your chest and head. So pay attention to how your upper back muscles feel. The shoulders are down, the shoulder blades are together. When we come into the full Cobra, we want to keep that positioning of the upper back. So go ahead and lower your head and hands. And first we're just going to come into baby Cobra, but again, we want the shoulders back, shoulder blades together, feet together. Unless you feel a lot of strain in your lower back, then you would separate your feet. So we're going to keep the hands down and just baby Cobra. So we're keeping the belly button on the floor, lifting your head and chest. And then go ahead and come into the full Cobra. So straightening your arms, but only go as far as you can without hunching the shoulders. If the shoulders are starting to come up like this, pull them down and back. And if they won't go down and back, bend your elbows a little. So, and you can, if you're coming into the full Cobra, then the shoulders move back a bit, so you can move your wrists back so they're still under the shoulders. Roll your shoulders back, open your chest. Try to relax the lower back. And then the lower down. Rest your head on your hands again. Bend your knees, feet up toward the ceiling. Rock your feet side to side. And we're going to repeat the Cobra. So legs down, bring your wrists under your shoulders. You're going to come into baby Cobra. The belly button stays down. Raise your head and chest and hold there. So if the full cobra was a strain for you, you can also just remain in baby cobra. Otherwise, you can take the hands back a little, press into the palms, straighten your arms. And if you want to bring the wrists under the shoulders, you can do that. Shoulders back and hold there. If you think of your shoulders and neck forming a triangle like a hanger, and make that hanger really broad, and then let your spine be like a piece of cloth just hanging down from that hanger. Very loose, very relaxed. And then we'll lower down, all the way down. Bring your hands under your head, big toes together, heels apart, and relax. Bend your knees and reach back and grab your ankles with your hands. And if you can't reach the ankles, you could do one at a time, or you could use a strap around the ankles. Let's bring the ankles and the knees together. And then we're going to lift up. Lift your thighs, lift your hands and feet, lift your head. Just hold there, keep lifting. Lower back down. Keep your hands on your feet, move them closer to your toes, and just pull your heels towards the floor to stretch your thighs. And let's take the hands to the ankles again. Bring your knees and feet together. And again, lift. You can rock forward and backward 3 times. And lift. And lower the thighs, bring your hands toward your toes, and again, pull the heels down. And we'll lift up one more time. So again, hands to the ankles, bring the knees and feet together and lift. And 6 times, rock forward and back. And release. Thighs down, pull on the toes, and release completely. Legs straight, rest your head on your hands, and just take a few breaths. All right, we've got one more back bend. We're going to bring the legs together. Take your hands down by your sides with your palms to the floor. And lift your right leg as high as you can. Lower it down. Lift your left leg as high as you can. And lower it down. And again, the right leg up. And lower. And the left leg up. And lower. And we'll come into the child's pose. So take your hips back to your heels. Forehead to your mat. And just relax. Come up to a standing position. And we're going to stand with the feet slightly wider than the hips with your toes turned out. Press into the outer edges of your feet. Reach your arms up overhead. Inhale. Exhale, bend your knees, bend your elbows, come into a deep squat. So pressing the palms together, pressing the elbows into the knees. Let your tailbone drop, lift your head. Hold that position. And let's repeat it. So take the hands down, straighten your legs, come all the way up, reach up, inhale. Exhale down to the squat, elbows inside the knees. Hold there. Take your hands to the mat and line up your wrists right below your right below your shoulders. Turn the hands in slightly and bend your elbows. And we're going to bring the legs up to rest on the upper arm. So it's like you're trying to bring your knees almost all the way up to your armpit. And then we're going to shift the weight forward. So the weight of the legs comes forward onto the arms. Look at the floor about 4 feet in front of you. And then try lifting your toes one by one to come into the crow. And hold. If you come out of it, just try to go back in. And let's come down, roll out your wrists, and we'll try it again one more time. So hands down, spread your fingers wide, bend your elbows, bring your shins up to rest on your arms, lift the toes one by one, and hold. And come down, roll out your wrists, come up to standing, stand with the feet lined up, ankles right under the hips. And we're going to get ready for a deep forward bend. Actually, I'm going to show you this one from the side. So inhale, reach up, exhale, come down, and you want to bring your abdomen against your thighs. So bend your knees as much as you need to for your abdomen and thighs to be together. Hold your ankles or put your hands under your feet. And then you're going to bring your head to your shins and keep the head on the shins and the abdomen on the thighs. And then work to straighten your legs. But it's okay to keep them bent. Just if you can keep the body together and straighten your legs, then go ahead and do that. Hold there. Release it, come out halfway. And all the way. Reach up. Lower your arms. All right, so we're gonna get ready for Savasana. So Savasana posture, you're gonna lie on your back, flat on your back, with your feet separated about mat width apart. Hands by your sides, a little bit away from the body, palms turned upward. And just relax. Close your eyes and then pay attention to how the back of your body feels. So if you don't feel quite symmetrical, just make any last movements that you might need. And you want to make sure that you can stay warm as you relax your body. So if you need to, put on some socks or cover yourself with a blanket, make sure that you can stay warm. The body tends to cool down when we relax it. Focus on the breath. Slow, full breaths in and out through the nose, and try to notice where the breath goes in the body. You want to send it down to the lower belly. So we're just going to relax for a few minutes. So, it's the mind can start to get kind of bored or agitated when we rest like this. So try to just keep bringing your attention back to your body, back to your mind. And you can move your mind through your body, like starting at the crown of the head, moving down. Just notice each part of the body, your forehead, your cheeks, your jaw. Try to let them relax. Relax your neck, your shoulders. Relax your arms and hands. Relax your upper back, your chest. Relax your lower back, your abdomen. Relax your hips and thighs, your knees, your lower legs, your ankles, and your feet. And now the whole body relaxing at once. And with every out breath, you're just letting go a little more, letting your body be held up by the floor. Take a deep breath in, exhale from your mouth. And again, a deep breath in, exhale from your mouth. One more time, breathe in, exhale. And gently move your toes, move your fingers. Rotate your ankles and wrists. Roll over and rest on your side. Bring your arm up under your head. Come up to a seated position. And you can sit up on a blanket. With your legs crossed. Just rest your hands on your thighs. Close your eyes, sit up straight. Breathe in and out through your nose. And just count in your mind 10 breaths, 10 inhales and 10 exhales. And breathe into your belly, your rib cage, your upper chest. And exhale your chest, your rib cage, and your belly. And we're going to do the alternate nostril breathing. So you're going to use your right hand, put your first two fingers against your palm. Breathe in, cover the right nostril. Breathe out on the left side. Cover the left, breathe in on the right. Cover the right, breathe out on the left. Cover the left, breathe in on the right. Cover the right, breathe out on the left. Cover the left, breathe in on the right. Breathe out on the right. Cover the right, breathe in on the left. Cover the left, breathe out on the right. Breathe in on the left. Breathe out on the right. Breathe in on the left. Breathe out on the right. Breathe in on the left. Breathe out on the left. Breathe in on the right. Breathe out on the left. Breathe in on the right. Breathe out on the left. Breathe in on the right. Breathe out on the right. Breathe in on the left. Breathe out on the right. Breathe in on the left. Out on the right. Breathe in on the left. Breathe out on the left. Breathe in on the right. Breathe out on the left. Breathe in on the right. Breathe out on the left. And take your hand down. And just breathe normally for a few breaths. And observe your mind and your body. We're going to do a short meditation. So resting your hands on your legs, bring your thumb and first finger together. Look at the middle point between your eyes. Keep your eyes closed. And as you inhale, repeat in your mind the syllable so. And as you exhale, repeat in your mind the syllable hum. So on the inhale breath, On the exhale. Rub your hands together. Rest your palms over your eyes. Massage your face, your neck, and your shoulders. And we'll finish with chanting Om 3 times. So breathe in. Namaste. Thank you.